Another day driving to find where you're at. Got car keys, lady silvers, and my trusty black hat. We're leaving home in Atlanta. Got a long drive ahead. We will never stop searching for you, for you. The Keys in hand, lock away the guilt of our America, home, be free. We must keep searching, you and me. We must all stand together, you and me. Come on in, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. These are relatives of the Barkleys, a Subaru dog van. And they're singing a song that I just discovered from a YouTuber named Silver's on the Scene. Let me back this up a little bit. Waiting, keys in hand. Gonna lock the guilty away. Because we're free. We must keep searching, you and me. Other true crime and social media people looking at the case. I guess those are the top 5 right now, aside from Silver's on the Scene. Silver's, we want to thank you for what you're doing here. Can you all hear me now? Let me take a look back here. Can you hear me as we get started? I need to see something. Can you hear me? Tapping it now. I'm looking. There we are. Live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines. Okay, I got it. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Come on, you. We must keep searching. We must keep. Good morning, me and you. Can you hear me? Great, fantastic. That's what I needed. Me and you. Why does your name ring the bell? Get back to the dog band. Because when we're free, we must keep searching, you and me. Stand together, me and... Oh yeah, you were on the drawing for this Arby's card. Me and you and me. Together happily we will be. You're looking great today. What did you do different? I like it. I like it. It looks great on you. Don't stop. But listen, you were on the list, me and you, but Deborah Reitz. This is your absolute last call, Deborah Reitz. Deborah Reitz, 4382. If you catch this, go back and look at last Wednesday's duck race because you won the fast food lunch for last week. And this is the last call. If I don't hear from you and you have to find me, I'm not that hard to find, then this prize goes back into the prize pool. Don't go anywhere because I like this. This is our old theme song. You guys do it. Do I feel good? Do you remember? Hey, listen, folks, if you want a fast food lunch, stick around to the end of this live stream, as I will be trying to give away this fast food lunch for this week. Pizza, Little Caesars. So, good morning, everybody. How are you all this morning? Welcome to the shocking truth as I see it today. Just get rid of that and make that big, because we're going to talk about a few things regarding the case of Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. But first, special shout out again to Silver's on the Scene and that song called We Must All Stand Together. If you have not heard the whole song or paid attention to the words, please check it out. Just type in your YouTube search or Google search, We Must All Stand Together, Silver's on the Scene, and it's going to pop up. Listen, today, folks, a shocking truth, as I see it today, is where's my signs right there, right? As I see it today. I want to talk about, today is January 20th. The shocking truth for today, January 20th, 2026. The update, I'm going to update on the forensic app, this thing that I am creating. And many of you have helped me already. Some of you have pointed out that I had a misspell there. I had a misspell there, my own name, but other little things. So eventually I will buy a color printer, but right now I'm having more fun printing on colored paper and then going, why didn't I print the other side in green? I don't know. But anyways, the forensic app, that's what this update is all about. Let me slide that over there. Yeah, because, when it comes to Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, this missing teenager, let's put that there for a minute. It's mind boggling what happened here. I mean, it really is. And many of you know that. And I know there's a lot of other YouTubers and online influencers, and they're all talking about other stuff and similar stuff. I want to talk about something different. And this is the third week in a row that I've talked about updates on something that I'm now trying to do, because I talked about it for almost a year. And none of you out there with any computer literacy, because I sure don't have it, I'm learning by the seat of my pants. Side note, Elon Musk says you no longer need to go to college because you can learn everything online. Yeah. One thing college does is get you a piece of paper that's worth about what, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, $90,000 in student loans? Think about that. But listen, again, I advocate for it. It's time for the creation of an app that would aid in the investigation, discovery, and apprehension of those responsible with any knowledge, any and all knowledge of what happened to Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, as well as locating exactly where this young man is. And if you don't know who Silver's on the scene is, again, I'm thinking of it, I'm going to say it. He is real big on say his name, Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. And you know what I believe? I believe the more we say his name, the more we keep him alive in our universe, in our world, right? And my wife's like, why do you do this every Tuesday? Why do you talk about a kid that's missing and he's 10 hours away where he lived at? And what can you do to possibly help find this young man? I'm doing it. Every Tuesday, I commit my 8 a.m. live stream to finding out what happened to this young man, right? So entering week number 3, and I do have notes back here. I got notes everywhere. I got notes on AI app. I have a few notes on the, I got daily facts here and stuff on Chris and Katie Proudfoot and Seth Rogers and TBI and the Sumner County Sheriff's Office. I've got so many notes there that we truly need a mobile app that we can put these notes into, so that we're not living out of a spiral book or a clipboard or a piece of paper or Post-it notes or stickies or whatever. We need a mobile app, folks. Some of you have computer backgrounds and degrees in this kind of stuff. You could build an app like that. For me, I have to spend about an hour and a half a week really studying this stuff, which means I spend more time than that. But I will keep moving forward until somebody else grabs the baton and says, I got you, SubaruSteve. I'm building that app. Man, what a blessing that would be. Do you have the experience? Can you build an app? If you can, I'm talking to you. Help a brother out. So entering week 3 in my self-education and software application creation, experimenting with Google AI mode. Many of you know I love Google AI mode right now. To build me an app. And Google's building me an app. I'm not sure that I want this one or not. I'm still playing around with a lot of this stuff. And build me an app and exploring what's known as AI Assist. A dedicated AI assistant. Yeah, that's available to you, to me, to all of us online. There's an AI assistant waiting to help you. And in this case, the AI assistant taught me that there are 4 types of apps that need to be created or that are created. The first one is communication. The second one is productivity. The third one is navigation. And the fourth one is using Google AI Assist. Wouldn't it be neat to wake up this morning or tomorrow morning and truly see all the latest updates, all the latest, greatest updates on your mobile app, the Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers app, the Forensics app, the TFA app, all the latest updates on who, what, where, why, and when it comes to Sebastian Rogers and any and all missing or exploited children. You see, our combined pool of shared knowledge will always outweigh the intelligence of just one mind or one person. Together, we are smarter and undefeatable. I mean that. The power of a collective group of minds, the Borg. If you're a Star Trek, if you're a Trekkie, the Borg, the collective consciousness. It knows so much more than just one brain can, right? That's why we need an app. Because we are smarter and undefeatable when we do good and positive things, right? With so many missing and exploited children across the United States, it only makes sense that we prioritize finding and keeping safe all of our youth of today. Why? Because they're our future. They're your future. They're your children's future, your grandchildren's future, your great-grandchildren's future. And what you do today, right now, can absolutely change their lives for the better. Absolutely. I promise you. I don't like to make promises I can't keep. Now onto the white side of the green side paper. Instead of pointing fingers at each other, and more, man, we know everybody can do that. Everybody can point fingers and say, oh, you're terrible, and all you do is clickbait and this and that and this and that. You know, rather than pointing fingers at each other, let's use our fingers, make sure that screensaver doesn't pop on, to input the data into an app, all data, no matter how small, that artificial intelligence, or AI, might sift through for clues that actually help solve this case. And cases like this. Instead of us just spewing out our useless, repetitive day after day data, week after week, and now we're going on year after year. I'm 68. I just thought, will I be around in 10 years, a decade from now? When I'm 78, will I still be doing this on Tuesdays? I hope and pray not. I mean, I hope and pray I'm still here, but I hope and pray this case has been solved and that we've all collectively gone on and done other great things, especially when it comes to the creation of such an app, right? Whether hidden in a hog, cement slab, child trafficking, or worse, the clues are all around us. You've seen plenty. Now we need an AI data collection center or clearinghouse, right? And the timing is right. It's never been as good as it is today. There is a plethora, I said that word right too, of information that is ready to be studied, scrutinized, and looked at as if we were high up in a crane looking down at all the little people looking back up at us going, where, what happened, what happened? How mighty you must feel up in a crane if you're up in a crane looking down at the rest of us. Sebastian Rogers has been missing. Let me get back to my dogs for a second. We're going to wrap this up in a minute. All right, I'll do that in a second. Sebastian Rogers has been missing 695 days as of today, right? That's 99 weeks and 2 days, coming up on 100 weeks, or 22 months and 26 days, right? Or sadly, 1 year, 10 months and 26 days. And you know what? Team Sebastian is strong. We will not stop until we know what happened to Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, and creating an app that would be priceless in doing something good and positive for all the right reasons, not profit. And that's the shocking truth as I see it today. Yeah, Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers shouting out again before we move on to pizza, don't go nowhere. Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, $500,000, $500,000 reward is waiting for possibly you, especially if you have complicit knowledge about what happened to Sebastian. Speak up. $500,000 goes a long way to getting a bunch of lawyers who might be able to get you immunity because you only know what happened. You really didn't participate. You got caught up in the fray. And it's time to confess and speak up. Tell the truth. All right. Remember, if your child were missing, how far would you go to discover the who, what, where, when, and why? And why would you give up or ever stop until you knew, right? I'll see you tomorrow at 8 a.m., Sunday through Thursday. Make sure you subscribe and tune into the lives at 8 a.m. I got to do some work this week on the forensic app. We're going to get into this. Snap, here we go. Free fast food lunch this week. One last special shout out, 24 hours from now. Deborah Reetz's last week win goes back into the prize pool. And, if you win and you don't want it, just let me know. That way I don't have to keep trying day after day after day after day, week after week, year after year. I need an app, a forensic app maybe, to help put all this data together. Yeah. Why didn't I think of it? Because I already did. Okay, so listen, here we go. You want the pizza this lunch? You want the fast food lunch this week from Little Caesars? And where do I get these? I buy them. There's a little receipt on the back there, but I buy them for $10. You're worth that to me. You're worth more than that to me. But at the very minimum, I want to give you a free pizza lunch this week. And here's what you need to do. So tomorrow morning, when I type in or check in to see if Deborah reached out regarding her Arby's card, I will also go back and look at today's comments, right? So wait till this live stream ends. And all you need to do is type in your month and day of your birthday, not the number, not the letters, but the numbers. For example, I was born on November 13th. So I would just type in 1113 and I'm entered into the pizza lunch, right? So say your birthday was January 1. You would put 0101 and you'd be entered into the pizza free fast food lunch. Okay, so do that now. Look for you in 24 hours. I hope you got something out of this today. I hope it's something good and positive. I do these, especially on Tuesdays, to instead of just playing games and having fun, I want to do something that might make a difference in this world. Don't you? Don't you want to make a difference in this world? You can. It all starts up here. Check it out, folks. Have a great day. Wherever you go, whatever you do, like me, do it in a Subaru. And remember, Sebastian, Wayne, Drake, Roger. Hey, folks, you're typing in numbers now. Wait till the live stream ends. All right. I love you all. Y'all have a great day. Peace and hair grease. I'm out. Bye-bye. Bye, 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 bye. Hit that button. Which one? This one? No, that one.